What's up, physics people? So I'm gonna do a little video on the trophies because the trophies are a little bit tricky. You can think of them as like puzzles. These are some logic puzzles. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do how to set them up and how to think about them. Okay, so the first thing is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna rewrite these. So I can keep it organized. So it says A is positive. All right, so I'm going to put A is positive. A and B attract. So A and B attract. B and C attract. Now we have C and D repel. C and D repel. And then D and E repel. So D and E repel. All right, I find it easy to set it up like this just to look at it. So here I'm going to come over and let's look and let's see what the charge is of all of these guys. So A is given, so we have A is positive. So now it says A and B attract. Well, opposite charges attract, so we know a negative attracts. But what also attracts is what also attracts is neutral. So neutral attracts to positive and it attracts to negative. So we have neutral attracts. All right. So neutral attracts to positive and it attracts to negative. Okay, now B and C attract. So what attracts to a negative? Well, we have positive attracts. Now what attracts to a neutral? Well, we have a negative attracts as well to a neutral. So these attract, these attract, these guys attract as well. All right, now we're going to come down here and it says C and D repel. So what repels a positive? A positive repels a positive. What repels a negative? A negative repels a negative. So we have these two guys. And now down here we also have repel. So what repels a positive? Another positive. What repels a negative? A negative. All right, so let's go through and check this. So object B, we said object B is negative or neutral. Object C is positive or negative. Object D is positive or negative. And object E is positive or negative. All right, check our answer. So there we go. All right, let's do another one just to make sure we get this down. All right, so let's set this up same way. We're going to have object A is negative. So we're going to go A is negative. Object A and B repel. So A, B, repel. Object B, C repel. B, C repel. Object C and D repel. So C and D repel. And object D and E attract. Okay, so come over here. We got A, B, C, D, and E. All right, A is negative, given. So A and B repel. So if this is negative, the only thing that repels with a negative is a negative. B and C repel, negative. C and D repel, negative. Now D and E attract. Well, what attracts to a negative? We have positive attracts. But also, remember, neutral attracts to positive and it attracts to negative. All right, so let's come over here. B is negative. C is negative. D is negative. And E is positive or neutral. I'm going to do another one because there's another tricky one I'm going to try to find. All right, so here we go. We got A is negative. A is negative. A and B attract. A and B attract. B and C repel. B and C repel. C and D attract. C and D attract. And D and E repel. D and E repel. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E. A is negative. A and B attract. So what attracts to a negative? Well, we have a positive attracts, but also remember neutral attracts to positive and negative. So I got a neutral here. B and C repel. Okay, what repels a positive? Another positive. But what repels a neutral? Nothing repels a neutral. So that means that there's no possibility for this neutral to be there. So I got to go back up and cancel that one out. So that's the tricky part. I think a lot of people are missing that. Okay, C and D attract. So D, what attracts to a positive? A negative attracts to a positive. But also a neutral attracts to a positive. Now I'm going to come down here. D and E repel. So what repels a negative? A negative. What repels a neutral? Nothing. Nothing repels a neutral. So down here, I can't have that neutral. So I cross it out. All right, so let's check this. So A is negative. B is positive. Whoops. C is positive. D is negative. And E is negative. All right, so there we go. I hope that helps out. If you guys have if you get to one that you keep missing and you're like, oh man, I don't know what's right on this, take a picture, a screenshot, and I will help you out and get back to you. Okay, hope this helped.